In this video, instead of spawning into a regular Minecraft world, I've spawned into a one block world. This challenge is to spend 100 days in Minecraft one block and see if I can complete it. Be sure to stay tuned and watch the whole video so you can see everything that went on. This challenge was really fun and let me know if you want to see more. Right, on to the video. So, we are starting with day 1 of 100 days on a singular block, and of course day 1 always starts with some basic Minecraft stuff. This involves mining, but it's a little different because the block spawns underneath you and it's an infinite block, so you just have to mine it and just keep mining it in order to get resources. As you can see, I decided to expand my platform and even made a friend. It was a little pig. This is kind of annoying because I didn't end up building my farm until a bit later, and you'll see. Planted a tree because I needed to start getting more wood, even though I kind of forgot that the wood from the infinite block would be more than enough, and we finally did the tutorial. That was the tutorial, and now we're on the plains. I decided to start making a tree farm so that I could get, as I said, more wood. I didn't end up cutting down any of these trees until later on though, because I just got all of the resources I needed from the infinite block. I made a few mistakes throughout this playthrough, as you may see, but day 1 was our most productive day actually. You know, to start off with, I made a farm. I even made a place to, start living. Made a bed. We made a lot. Made a lot of progress on day 1. I was really happy. Planted some melons so that we could get some more food. Kept digging for a little bit. Saw that the sun was going down. Was scared that monsters were gonna spawn, because that's not what I wanted at all. So I carried on doing a bit more digging, making sure that I used the most of my tools. Decided all of these animals were just starting to get in my way. They kept walking over the block, so I did the thing I could think to do and just took them all and killed them all. It probably wasn't the smartest thing to do, considering that no more animals spawned for me, at least not as many as this, for a long time afterwards. So I kind of regretted this, especially on day 1. I kind of regretted doing this on day 1, but I had no other choice. So I decided to just build myself a little platform, just somewhere to put my bed down so that I could sleep through the first night. And what a day the first day was. Now, moving on to day 3, we found a benevolent chest. There's a few of those throughout this. They just give you good rewards. And we finally upgraded to the second stage, so I decided I was gonna just sort my chests out, all that good stuff, and then we upgraded. A new infinite block. Here's where we started making some progress, because now we had access to stone. So, of course, the first thing I do, make stone tools, because I just needed stone tools. I needed everything to speed up, and speed up it did. I was able to accelerate my farm, build a little platform underneath, because I noticed that the gravel kept falling, because obviously there's nothing underneath the infinite block. So I used this really janky waterfall that I made in order to build myself a mini platform underneath, so that I could place a bit of dirt underneath the infinite block so that the gravel would stop falling, because I needed it to. I would need gravel further on, especially to light a nether portal, because I need flint, and without gravel, can't get flint. So, put this little platform underneath, and it was especially useful a bit later on too. I was surprised at how useful this came in. But then we had our first zombie spawn. This was our first mob spawn, and I was scared, I'm going to be honest with you. It took me off guard. I only had a wooden sword. I hadn't made a stone sword yet because nothing had attacked me. But we dealt with it. We dealt with it. It was fine. We got our first bit of iron, started making an iron pickaxe, because of course you needed an iron pickaxe. We wanted to accelerate fast. Now, day 7. I was fed up with living outside. Sure, looking up at the stars every night is nice when you fall asleep, but I needed shelter. I needed somewhere where I could be safe and know I could shut the door if there was a mob coming after me, and there was plenty. That's why there's a door on the front. In hindsight, should have been an iron door. Should have probably made the house out of stone for reasons later on, but I decided just wood will be fine. Made a full set of iron tools, carried on mining for the rest of the day. And that's pretty much day 7. Not too much happened in day 7. We had a spawn of mobs, but they didn't cause too many issues. They had bow and arrows, sure, but we were able to take them out. Day 9 is where we started absolutely barreling through the phases, and the shovel came in super handy because there was a lot of sand and a lot of underwater stuff too. Having never explored the underwater part, I found my first diamond too on day 9, which was actually cool, and we didn't get that many diamonds throughout this playthrough, so this was quite a precious resource for us. But like I was saying, having never really explored much of the underwater stuff that Minecraft has, I was quite surprised to see a lot of it. Also, built my farm. Like I said, I didn't have any animals for the longest time, so I built a farm, and the farm remained empty for well, a fair while, to be fair. I also had slowness, so I couldn't break that dirt block until a bit later. Now you can see I don't have slowness anymore. Day 19. Now, this was a bit of a strange one because we had our first monster invasion. It spawns a lot of mobs and it scared me a little bit, but it wasn't too hard to deal with, to be honest. It was just a lot of getting on top of the roof, using the tactical position that I had built in order to just snipe them with my bow and arrow. Didn't cause us too many issues, to be honest. The Guardians didn't really bother us either. All I had to do was just go on top and start flinging arrows left, right, and center until I killed them all. I do have a lot of resources now, though. It was quite hard to keep on top of every single resource. And now day 23, probably the most stressful day of this whole playthrough. The pigs would not cooperate. I didn't have any carrots, so I couldn't lead them into the pen. But what happens? Oh, pig spawn. Oh, there's a cow. Okay, easy. I have some wheat. Let me just lead it in. I didn't think to put a block outside so we could jump over. Let me just lead it in. There's 2 pigs in there now. Oh, wait, no, one escaped. Easy, just push it back in. That's no problem. I did that with the other one. Oh, wait, the cow now wants to get out and it's blocking the way. I can't get the pig back in, so let's just pull the cow back, walk back out, try and push the pig in. Oh, let me build a contraption so that the pig gets stuck. It didn't work. It took me more time than I'd like to admit to get these pigs back in the pen because that pig was blocking it and then this pig got out. It was a nightmare. This is something I don't ever want to deal with again. I want carrots so that I can just lead them in with no issues because I am not dealing with uncooperative farm animals ever again. See, I had to push them in and then I had to block off the entrance, move the new pig into the little dirt pen that I've made, block it off, destroy the dirt I placed, and then push the pig in. It was an absolute nightmare, and day 23 just caused me too much stress. At the end of it, I just wanted to sleep. Day 29, you can see we have a lot of farm animals now, so I decided to start expanding our farm, just so we have some food later down the line if we needed it. Got some more cows, brought them in. This farm does actually come in handy a little later on, and especially for the final battle, but I made a plan that I didn't realize I couldn't do without a specific enchantment. More on that later. My first creeper spawn, panicked. I was lucky, I was managed to hit the creeper away before it exploded, so I was able to have time to climb up onto the roof and just snipe it, because I think otherwise, if I had missed this, I probably would have blown up, and my house with it. Not too much of the house, but enough. Day 36, our farm is full of life. Our platform is absolutely amazing, and I found some parrots. So, of course, I decided to make some friends. I wanted parrots as pets, and I got parrots as pets. This second one, though, that went into the farm was really annoying to get. I had to jump into the farm to get it, and it also took, you'll see, it took all of my wheat seeds, so I had to go and use melon seeds as well. It took like 9 melon seeds in order to tame it, and 6 wheat seeds. It was insane. But we finally got 2 pet friends, 2 parrots as pets. They don't really help with anything. They were just more because parrots spawned and I wanted them as pets, and that was it. And now I have them on my shoulder, and we're best friends. And that's all you need to know. Did I survive this playthrough? Well, I don't want to spoil it, but maybe not. So now we're just carrying on mining as per. This is a lot of this playthrough was me just mining, and to be honest, it gets really tedious. There's not a lot of interesting things you can show when you're just stood there holding left click and then pressing 2, 3 or 4 in my case in order to change which tool I'm using for wood or dirt or stone. It's really quite boring, and that's why I'm trying to just show you the more interesting bits, like all of the encounters that I have with annoying mobs, and believe me, there were a lot of them. All I had throughout this playthrough was just mobs after mob just attacking me, and I get that's the whole point, but come on, give me a break, especially when it destroys my door every time this monster event happens. That was the most annoying part, is that it destroyed my front door every single time, and I had to make new doors. Fortunately, there's 3 when you craft them. Day 55, I found my first ancient debris, and I didn't realise that this was netherite. Again, I've never found netherite because I've never played vanilla Minecraft with the netherite update, so I didn't realise what this was. So I spent a fair chunk of time trying to figure out what this was. Also, you'll see me mining it with an iron pickaxe, and you're probably face palming right now. I was too after I found out that I needed a diamond one. If that obsidian hadn't have spawned after the netherite, I probably would have still mined it with iron, and I definitely wouldn't have been able to get any netherite at all, any netherite scraps at all. So I made a diamond pickaxe, decided, right, we may as well at this point, we have enough diamonds, let's just go with it. Decided to mine the obsidian, ready for the nether portal that we would be creating very soon, because obviously the nether is a good place to explore, and I just wanted a portal. I wanted to be able to complete as many of the challenges that I had set myself, and just to sort of progress through the game. And now you can see as well I'm not being an idiot and actually mining with diamond pickaxe for the netherite. So I found that the nether was actually a really interesting experience too, which you'll see a bit later. But I wanted to basically do all the things that you would do in a normal game, and that's kind of the goal for this 1 block challenge anyway. But I set myself a few goals that I wanted to try and hit. The blaze, day 55 blaze, were just annoying. You can see they started firing fire, which they do, and burning down my trees. Remember at the start when I said I hadn't cut down my trees until later? Well, this is the only reason why I cut down my trees. It's because they set them on fire. They set them on fire and they started burning down. It was a nightmare. But I finally decided to put the ancient debris in the furnace, because again, I didn't know that that's what you had to do. And it gave me netherite scraps. I was finally on my way to getting the best tool in the game. But now that I had netherite, I had to just keep mining on. Encountered some piglins, which again, weren't too difficult to deal with. The gas was a surprise, the fact that it filled up the whole bloody door. But yeah, the piglins, they weren't really that difficult to deal with. It was more so the blaze, and the blaze, believe me, were just super annoying. Like really annoying to deal with. And don't build a wooden house if you are trying this challenge as well, because it just won't, it won't be fun. I'm telling you now, a wooden house, when you get to the nether portion, will not be fun, because they will light it on fire. I was lucky that none of the fire actually hit my house, but it will happen, because they caught my trees on fire. Also, don't have trees, don't have anything wooden that can catch on fire, basically, in the vicinity. Otherwise, it's just going to be an absolute nightmare for you. The only good thing about those holes, though, is that you can knock the mobs through them. That's the only good thing. This blaze. This blaze is the one responsible for my deforestation. Oh, what a nightmare. I was lucky I had some arrows still, because otherwise I wouldn't have been able to combat this blaze. But you can see the fire started to spread. I attempted to put it out. I really did. I attempted to save the tree, but I couldn't do it. The tree just wouldn't work with me, and so the fire raged on. The inferno raged, and I had to cut my losses and just cut the trees down. But because I had saplings, the trees just grew back. I just planted them back down. Now day 67, we finally have 2 buckets of iron and 8 obsidian, because as in the Littlewood said, 10 blocks is the magical total. Yes, that's enough to build up my portal. So, we're going to the nether. We're making our nether portal with lava buckets, which we luckily got, and obsidian. Nice and easy. Easy nether portal. That's all we needed to do. And yeah, going to the nether was fun. It was finally done. We had achieved our first step in dominating this one block challenge, the nether. Although, I didn't really have any sort of motivation to explore the nether more than I wanted to, because I felt that I needed to just progress with the phases and the infinite blocks. So I explored the nether a bit. It was pretty cool. I did a little looking around, thought maybe I could find some netherite. Well, I was told as well in one of my former streams. Speaking of streams, if you want to check them out, I stream on this channel here, Crateup. So make sure you subscribe with notifications on to get notified when I go live as well. And if you miss the streams, they're in a live stream playlist you can find on my channel. They're all unlisted that you can just watch back. But anyway, back to the point. I was told that you had to dig down to get netherite. I dug down and I forgot that the nether is going to have lava in, and I almost burnt myself alive. So I decided I'm going to build myself a stone tomb, so that if I do blow up and all my stuff just disappears, it'll just be in this stone tomb as opposed to burning. Fortunately, I didn't actually burn to death. So I thought, let's not bother trying to find some netherite in the nether, let's just explore a bit more. I found a couple skeletons, found there was some bones. The bones came in handy actually, because I was able to create a bunch of bone meal, which, well, just accelerated the farm. Especially when I was trying to increase how many animals we had too. So that was awesome. The fact that we were able to find this, and it's quite common too, is great. I had a little look around, had a scan, see if I could find any netherite. I didn't, so ultimately, I just decided I'm going to go back to my one block world and continue the adventure. Day 68 this was. Day 68 was a big one. A milestone, you could say. But after all that, I decided to just go to sleep. Just decided to sleep. Day 73, we continue onwards. The push towards the final goal of the end dragon. And these bees were absolutely annoying. I didn't think of all of the things that could kill me in this game. I thought bees would be the bees weren't even on my list. They were just so low on my estimations on what could kill me. I wasn't even concerned. But 2 bee attacks in a row, combined with the fact that they poison you, was enough. You can see here that it ended quite poorly for me. And I died because of these bees. So I decided to get my own back. I wanted to make sure that these bees behaved. I'm not going to apologize for that pun. I managed to go outside, grab all my stuff, and take out the rest of the monster guards, because they were annoying too. Got rid of them all, and life was good again, for now. It gets a bit dicey the further on we go. It was all since we made this nether portal. It was bad luck. But anyway, we continue on, and these vexes decided to pop up. I've never seen these before, but apparently they can do magic, and these little fairy things just absolutely destroyed me. I don't understand why or how they're so powerful, but apparently they are, and I had a lot of trouble dealing with them, as you'll see here. I had so much trouble trying to deal with these stupid mobs. The fact that they can phase through walls too. I've never encountered them before, and that's probably why I had such a hard time. There's probably a really easy way to deal with them, but I couldn't find that easy way. So you can just watch a little long stretch of footage of me just getting absolutely destroyed by these stupid little vexes. With these vexes, I wanted to make sure that I definitely got every single one of them, because I didn't want the vex to go through the floor, be hiding underneath the little platform that I've made, and then just popping up and killing me while I'm on top somewhere, and I lose all my stuff because it all falls off. Especially when I had diamonds and stuff in my inventory, and a totem of undying, which I never use. I forgot that I had it. I just forgot that I had the totem of undying. But it probably would have been a good thing for me to use. But like I said, I'm an idiot. I made a few mistakes through this playthrough, and if you've tried this playthrough as well, let me know how you got on, Let me know some of the things that you managed to build, some of the mistakes you made, and if you would like me to do day 100 to 200 too, because there's a lot more content after this that we can go through, especially because we can take on the Wither, and we can respawn the Ender Dragon and take on the Ender Dragon again. But day 76, Skeleton Archers on Horseback. I may have died there, but this encounter was actually really easy to deal with, to be honest. There wasn't anything too difficult. All I had to do was keep my distance and just use my bow and arrow. I did notice, however, though, that at this point, the mobs were actually really annoying because they were so loud and there was so many of them that it just got really irritating. Just the sheer amount of animals in the farm area. It was just a nightmare. But day 94, we did some Enderman hunting. We did a few rounds of Enderman hunting whenever they spawned. Fortunately, when you hit them, they didn't aggro on us for whatever reason. So I took that to my advantage and decided to just keep my distance and kill them. They only aggroed on me if I looked at them, which was really strange, to be honest. But day 96, we decided that we would finally make our netherite sword and pickaxe too, because I needed the pickaxe to make everything faster. So I made something. I didn't realize that you couldn't just craft it. You had to make this special little crafting bench thing. I can't remember what it's called, but I had to make that. I made that. I upgraded all my tools, my pickaxe and my sword to netherite, because they're the only two I really needed as netherite. And we were ready. We were ready for anything that came at us. You can see here that day 96 was a strong day. And it was also a very big day for something you'll see in just a second. The end is near. Day 96, the end portal revealed itself. It had finally come. It was all paying off. So, remember I said earlier that I was trying a strat that I was told? Well, this was the strat. Make beds. Put them on the floor in the end and then right click to sleep in them and they'll blow up. What I forgot is that, which I realized after I made it into the end, is that I needed I needed blast protection, didn't I? I also made an enchantment table and made a bookshelf. Realized that the only enchantment I could do was level 8 and decided it's not worth my time. Let me just go in and kill the Ender Dragon with just some normal bow and arrow. Why waste time? Because I needed more bookshelves and I would have to wait for the sugarcane to grow. That was taking ages, so I decided against it. Day 97, here it is. All 4 remaining Eyes of Ender were in. We were ready. I had one last thing to do, and that was sort my stuff out. Day 98 to 100, yes, this is the end. We made it in. But it wasn't an easy fight. The Ender Dragon, known for its vicious, absolutely demolishing, destructive behavior, was a force to reckon with. And rightfully so, to be fair. It is a massive dragon, and I was just using a bow and arrow. So I decided, as you always have to, let's just take out all of these crystals first, because otherwise I'm going to have a really bad time. We decided climb up, take them all out, destroy them. Job's good. The Ender Dragon had different plans. The Ender Dragon said, hold up, wait a minute. You can't take away the only things that heal me. You can't do any of that. So I'm going to kill you. And kill me, the Ender Dragon did. And I had to just sprint back to my stuff. It was quite annoying, if I'm honest with you. But I got all my stuff back. The last of the experience that was left for me too. We climbed up. We got all of our stuff that was at the top of the tower. And then decided, I'll take one last shot. I missed. Let's make our way down. Let's go to the tower themselves and take it out. Also, this Enderman started chasing me. It aggroed on me and I had 2 hearts left. So I thought, right, let me just try it. Let me turn around and hit it and see if that just stops it. It did. Fortunately, I managed to just hit it and it de-aggroed. I'm not sure how or why that is, but I'm not gonna complain, to be honest with you. I'm just happy that that happened. We have 1 crystal left. The Ender Dragon has taken a slight bit of damage already. and now it's time to take the beast down, to slay the dragon. Now, the dragon occasionally comes into the middle section. Obviously, I've died. It killed me. I can't say anything like that. But the Ender Dragon does hover in this little middle section. So I decided when it does come down to sit on the portal at the end, I'm just going to snipe it on its way down. It's a sitting duck, basically. I hit most of those back as well, just to make sure that I didn't die to its fireball things. Some of them I was lucky and hit. Others I've missed and started really regretting not hitting them. The Ender Dragon flying about, just whittling its health down a little bit. It started to come back down, so I thought, right, let's bombard it with arrows. Just keep bombarding it with arrows. And then when it's down here, I thought I'd run in and kill it with my netherite sword. Turns out, the dragon had other plans. The dragon wanted to kill me, and it did, as you saw. But like I said, it's flying here, just launching arrows at it, left, right, and center. No remorse, just making sure that I whittle the health down every time it's there, just surviving until it does. The last remnants of its health, it was so close to being dead. The final long shot from the sniper that is Crateup. The final arrow lodged through the heart of the Ender Dragon, taking it down once and for all. We had freed the end from the tyrannical reign of the Ender Dragon, and it was bliss. The experience points rained from the sky, and it was epic. And we got to level like 67 from this. We could have enchanted so much stuff, and we still can if you want 100 to 200 days in one block. Let me know in the comments below this video. Also, let me know if you've enjoyed this video as well, and this type of narrative content rather than me commentating while I'm playing the game. I kind of like stuff like this personally. I feel like it tells more of a story and it's a bit more engaging, because although it's quite descriptive of what's happening on the screen, you also get little tidbits of information of how I was thinking and why I made certain decisions, as opposed to what I was just doing at that point in the game. But I want to take this moment to thank everyone for watching the video. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it if you leave a like, and if you're not already subscribed, just check below. Just hit subscribe, I'd really appreciate it too, and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. I'm going to be producing more content like this, so I'd love to share it with you. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon. Leave a comment below your favourite part too. I hope you all have a great rest of your day, morning, evening, afternoon, whatever time it is where you are, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!